Hello everyone, my name is Mulumalo Gwaza. I'm your host for the Kingdom Campus, and today we're just going to talk. I don't have scriptures, I don't have anything, and I was just hoping that we can talk about how the importance of affirming a child, you know, and oftentimes or sometimes parents don't know that it is very important to affirm your child, especially when they are growing. And you find that at the later stage these children go through like depression, they don't have low self-esteem and all those things. So I'm going to tell you about a story of how my mom affirmed me and how that helped me later. And even now I'm thankful for that. I always thank my mom for this. So when I was growing up, or when I was a little kid, I was an ugly child, a very ugly child. And you know how Africans are direct. Sometimes they are not even aware of the things that they are saying, that they can negatively impact a child. So oftentimes they will tell my mom that, yo, your child is ugly, your child is ugly. Even when I was out playing with other kids, you know, kids are mean sometimes. They will tell me that I am ugly and all those things. So it wasn't because I was dark in complexion, because we are Africans and everyone is dark. So when someone says you are dark, they're not necessarily saying, oh, you're dark or you're black. They're not necessarily shaming you or saying that in a negative way. So it wasn't that. It was just the ugly part that was bothering me so much. And even at school, I will be told by my classmates that I was ugly. And to make things worse is that I have a sister. She's 2 years older than me, and she was very beautiful. She was one of those kids when we were comparing who is the hottest or the cutest kid in school. She would be like top 2, top 5. She was one of them girls who were like very pretty, very cute, and also intelligent. I was totally the opposite. My mom never rebuked them, but what she did was always to tell me, even in front of them, in their presence, she would tell me that you are so beautiful, my child. I don't give birth to ugly children. You are so beautiful. Look at you. And you find that when we are at home, she will take a mirror and call me, Mulema, come here. Then I'll come, and she'll say, look at yourself in the mirror and look at me. You see how beautiful you are. So when you're a child, you believe everything that your mom says over what the world will tell you. So I will believe her, and I will say, yeah, I can see that I'm pretty. She'll say things like, do you think your mom is ugly? Then as a child, you never see your mom as ugly. You never see your mom as ugly. Your mom is always beautiful in your eyes as a child. So I'm talking about, I was like maybe 4, 5, 6, 7. She affected me until I was in high school. So she would ask me if I thought she was ugly, and my response will say no, she was beautiful. And she was like, but and you look exactly like me. My mom is a beautiful woman. Let me tell you, I looked nothing like this woman, but she would say I look like her. And she would say, when people say you're ugly, just know that sometimes people are jealous, or sometimes people have different opinions, the way they see things, and that does not necessarily mean it is so. That does not necessarily mean it is so. So never take what people say to you, but how do you view yourself? And I say, okay, no, I'm pretty. Then say that's the only thing that matters. So everything that you do, know that you're a pretty girl. Walk like a pretty girl. Never let anybody take you down because of their opinion, or know that you're a pretty girl and stand on that. You are pretty, my child. I did not give birth to an ugly child. You are so pretty. She will affirm me a lot every day, and sometimes she'll be like, hey, you pretty girl. oh, I'm pretty. She was, hey, you pretty girl, how are you doing? And when she bought me the like clothes, she would be like, okay, I thought I should buy you this because you're pretty and you're going to look even more prettier in this. So what she taught me was that the way that you see yourself is more important than the way people see you. So I carried this for, I don't know, even now. People's opinion no longer matter to me. So she also taught me how to respond when people said I was ugly. She'll be like, you don't have to be mean, my child. Just say, okay, thank you, but I already saw in the mirror that I look pretty. Or she will say, you know what, when someone says you're ugly, she will say, I should say, in your opinion, but in my opinion is something different. So I had a list of answers to answer when people said I was ugly. My sister was cute and beautiful, so she will also affirm her. She will call her and she taught her to look at me as a pretty girl too, because she will also ask her, do you think Mulima is ugly? And my sister said, no, my sister is beautiful. Because somehow my mom, for I don't know how, but she instilled that thing in my sister that she made her want to protect me. I think, oh, look me as a pretty person too. And she'll say, okay, you know, so and so said she was ugly. And my sister will say, that is not true, my sister is beautiful. And my mom says, yes, and you are beautiful too, you know that you're beautiful. And my sister, of course, it was not hard for her because she was already told everywhere that she went that she was beautiful. And my sister will say, yeah, no, I am also beautiful too. And also my mom will teach her that even though you are pretty and beautiful, that does not mean that you should when people are affirming you how beautiful you are or whatever, you should be prideful. Your pretty shouldn't bring pride out of you, but humility. Your pretty shouldn't make you think you are better than other people. Yes, you are pretty, that's a good thing. I gave birth to pretty children. But also, even though you are pretty, you should be humble. You should never look down on anybody, and you should never tell people that they're ugly. And you should never bring people down. So that is what my mom taught my sister, and that is what my mom taught me. So fast forward, now I am in primary, I'm going to school, I'm hearing this, you're ugly a lot, you're ugly, you're ugly. But it is not bothering me. I have a list of answers how to respond to them. So as I was walking, everything that I did, I never thought I was an ugly child. Never in my life have I ever thought I was an ugly child. It was now when I was looking at my photos, I was like, mama, you said I was pretty, but this is not a pretty. I don't look like a pretty child. I was not cute at all. I see what people were seeing. I see what people were seeing, and you make me believe that I was pretty. And I felt that even now when people come to me, I no longer hear as you grow older, you know, people no longer say you are ugly. Nobody's coming to tell you that you're ugly. I don't know, is it because we are getting older, or as a child, children are more mean than adults. But even in high school, there was a particular time that people that my classmates were listing people who were pretty in class, and I was maybe one of the averages, but not, I was not listed as a pretty girl, but average to ugly. Average to ugly. And I remember someone was making a joke at that time and was like, Mulimo, you're not that pretty. I was like, oh, thank you. I know who I am. I know what I am. I looked in the mirror today. Just because you said I'm not pretty does not mean I am not pretty. Duh. And just because if I was ugly, I don't think I'm ugly, but if I was ugly, it does not mean I'm going to hell. I'm still going to heaven. And it was a thing for the class. All the time when people were like, oh, so and so, you're ugly, they'll be like, I'm not going to hell, I'm still going to heaven, whether I'm pretty or ugly, so it does not make a difference, I don't care what you think. So I brought that to the class, and it was kind of funny. And people would be like laughing at that response. So it went on for the whole year. And at some point in life, when I was in primary, something that I didn't tell you, when I was in primary, I had a friend, and my friend, there was a time that some guy, those guys with those boys who think they are cool, so my friend wanted to play with them, and he thought he was cool, and he was playing with only pretty girls. At that time, I don't know what they were playing or anything, so my friend came to me crying. I was playing with other kids somewhere doing a different game. So my friend came to me, and she was crying, she was very hurt, and I asked her what was the problem. And she told me that so and so said he can't play with her because she's ugly. My God, I was that was I was mad. But then I was like, you know what, there's no need to even confront him. This is what he said to me too. He always says I am ugly, but the thing is, he never consistently says that, because I don't care about his opinion. So I was comforting my friend and telling her that you are beautiful, just because my mom taught me. So I was teaching her. I was like, you are beautiful, I love you, you are my friend, and I love you because of everything that you are to me. You are a kind person, and also you are a very beautiful person. Do you believe? And I was asking her, do you, between me and that guy, who do you trust more? And she was like, I trust you, that's why you're my friend, I trust you. That's like, why would you then why would you listen to him over to what I'm telling you? What I'm telling you is that you are beautiful. What I'm telling you is that you are a kind person. What I'm telling you is that I'm even lucky to have you as my friend. You are so kind, I love you so much, and you don't even need to play with them. We are playing a much better game, it is more fun, and the people that you are playing with, they love you, they're already your friends, and they're my friends too. So why don't you just join us and forget about that stupid little game and continue playing here? And then she was comforted, and we were playing all together. And after, what I loved is that after like few minutes playing, the people that were playing with the beautiful girls that were playing with that boy, because they were not as arrogant as this guy. We don't have, in Lesotho we don't have that popular students and everything. There's just some arrogant people, and the ones that are humble, and most of the time we prefer humble people. So we don't have those popular and crazy people like other countries. So those beautiful girls came and were playing with us. They asked to play with us, and they left him alone there. And they were also not even aware that that boy said that to her, so they wouldn't have agreed to that. I was happy that I could help a friend out who thought they were less beautiful because of their appearance, or who thought they were less beautiful because what someone or the world is telling them. So I was happy that I was also able to teach her that the only opinions that mattered were her opinions, and that she should make sure that her opinions were positive about herself. So that problem, we will talk about it, and I will encourage her every now and then. And I think from primary, she became better. She had a little bit of confidence about her looks, and had a very positive opinion about herself. So even those pretty girls, what I loved about them is that they never looked at her or other people who were called ugly as ugly. They came, they played with us. As a matter of fact, one of those pretty girls was my best friend at that time. It's just that it happened that I was playing with other students, not her, and she was playing with others. So it was a thing. She was my best friend, and this one also was my best friend. So I had two best friends. They shared a friend, which was me. So I knew that she was a good person. I knew that she would never say that to anybody. It is important to also affirm your child, but it is also equally important to teach your child that even though you are beautiful, you don't have to be arrogant, you don't have to be prideful, you can still be humble. And as a matter of fact, being humble and beautiful makes you even more beautiful. But being arrogant and beautiful makes you even less attractive. Beauty can make people be attracted to you, but it is humility, it is kindness, your personality that will make a person want to stay with you or close to you. So we should also teach our children that I am confident. People, you can tell me whatever, you can say whatever you want, it won't even affect me any negatively, because my mom helped me to be confident in myself. So this is one of the examples that I wanted to share of how affirming a child can help them in the long run, how affirming the child can give them the confidence that they need. Because as a parent, if you are a parent, your voice is louder than your voice is louder in your child than the voice of the world. Your voice matters mostly more than the voice of other people. So make sure that what you teach your child, and affirm them conscious, that you should be conscious when you're doing it, and they should know that you're doing it to boost their confidence. It shouldn't be something that you say accidentally. It shouldn't be something that you say accidentally. And another thing is that sometimes what I realized is that girls who were not affirmed by their parents, fathers, and my mom will force my dad to affirm. That woman is crazy. She will force my father to affirm me. My father was not knowledgeable about the importance of affirming a child, but she will. Do you think your child is ugly? And my father will have no choice but say, no, my child is beautiful. Of course, that's why we buy you nice stuff, or beautiful clothes and everything, beautiful toys and everything, because you're beautiful. Duh. My mother will force my father to affirm me. Everyone affirmed me. My sister affirmed me. My mother made her affirm me, and I also affirmed my sister. And but the focus was much on me than my sister or everyone, because I was the one who was getting negative comments about my looks when I stepped outside my home. So it helped. And as I was saying, what I've noticed is that as we grow older in varsity, children who were not affirmed that they were beautiful, and all the time heard that they were ugly, what they heard from other people outside was that they were ugly. When boys came and they told them that they liked them and they were beautiful and all that, and those boys were not serious about them, they played them, they will somehow like stay in toxic relationships simply because they will think that nobody's going to think I'm beautiful. Nobody thinks I'm beautiful. This whoever that I'm with is the only person who thinks I'm beautiful. Maybe I must endure whatever that he's saying or he's doing, because he's the only person that I can get in this world, because nobody thinks I am beautiful. And that was a sad thing to see people go through, whereas kids who were affirmed could care less, because whether as my boyfriend you're telling me that I am ugly, it's not going to change how I see myself, and it's not going to affect my self-esteem, because my confidence and self-esteem on this particular topic has a strong foundation from childhood, was built by my parents, by my family, and you cannot take that out of me. I know what I look like. I know I'm beautiful, and you can't tell me nothing. I can never be told nothing. that is opposite from what I know and I believe it. So even if you are treated badly, you are in a toxic relationship, you are able to like respond better, that I deserve better. You're not the only person who will ever love me in this world. I'm beautiful, I know this, and I'll get someone else. So this is how it helped me in a long run. Please share with us your stories about how your parents affirmed you and how it helped you. And please also share your stories about things that you're insecure about and you wish you were affirmed, and how those things are affecting you in a long run. And if you had this problem of being insecure or being insecure about something, not only your looks, I will suggest that you work on it. You start to what I also always say is that you go to the word of God and build your confidence in the word of God, because God will never say you're ugly. God said that you are wonderfully made. God says that you are a royal priesthood. God said you are blessed, you are loved, you are chosen. So you can go to the word of God, and you should go to the word of God and believe the word of God for your life. And also try to work on that. Try to find the root, take it to God as always. Take it to Jesus, and He will help you to overcome that insecurity, that low self-esteem, and everything. So please, if this message blessed you, please like, comment, share with a friend, and it will bless them too. Thank you. I love you. Bye.